You might have seen this. Well, you're about to find out because I will be explaining everything in this video. Now, there will be big announcements towards the end of the video, so watch out. This represents becoming your prime. Why does it represent becoming your prime? Because essentially, when you actually want to get somewhere, when you actually want to grow for longevity, it takes time, right? This represents time. But now you must be wondering, what is the 8 ball for? Well, think about it this way. In the game of snookers or pool or whatever you call it, the very last pot is of the 8 ball, okay? Now think about it. Just like in the game of pool, when you're in life and you're making your way up the staircase of success, when do you truly realize that you've become your prime? When do you truly realize that you've won? It is when you pot the 8 ball. So with time, you will get to a stage where you pot the 8 ball and you win. That is what becoming your prime is about. It's about the longevity. It's about the long run. It's about the growth that you had. Every time you see a video of mine, whether on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok, I want you posting these two emojis in the comments. Why? It's an actionable step. First of all, it reminds me that I have people that actually support this journey. It reminds me that I must carry on to grow because there's people watching. But secondly, it also reminds you subconsciously that you need to be growing as well. Because everyone else will be watching like, oh, what are these guys on about? Why is everyone commenting that? But the real ones know that this represents the true goal. And the true goal is to... Thank you for joining us. My name is Abhimanyu, or you can call me Habibi, Abi. Well, here's a little bit about me. I am currently in my first year of uni. I want to do this for fun, I guess, show my life, document every step of the way so that one day I can look back at this moment and say, this was me at 18 or this was me at 20, and hopefully it keeps me growing. The mission for this entire journey is a big one. And it ends with me achieving my purpose, me working towards my purpose. What is my purpose exactly? Well, it is a huge collection of multiple goals that I want to achieve throughout my lifetime. And currently, the smallest goal is going through university and documenting everything. Essentially, everything comes from my childhood curiosity. I still remember I had broken a toaster and almost got myself electrocuted just for the pure fact that I wanted to perform something scientific. And yes, that was me as a 10-year-old. So my childhood curiosity has still not left me, and I want to be able to learn different things. I want to be able to gain different knowledges. I want to be able to share different knowledges with people. I want to inspire people to do better, to become better in many ways. I want to change things in my life, but I also want to change things in other people's life that benefit them in the long run, not just the short run. Okay, character, personality. We already talked about my childhood curiosity, but what type of personality do I have? That is a good question because everyone has a different perspective of oneself. Someone could say, I'm this. Someone could say, I'm this. Not necessarily they are wrong. Everyone has a different perspective of everyone else. But to me, myself, my personality, which I believe firmly in, is that now my personality has become someone who is an ambivert. I don't know if you guys know what an ambivert is, but it's basically someone who can be both introverted and extroverted. I'm happy to hang out with multiple people. I'm happy to do things in a large group, but at the same time, I enjoy my peace. I enjoy solitude, relaxing, therapeutic silence. Yeah, that's what we all like. Yeah, another thing is I'm loyal. I'm built on respect, honor, and family. To me, all of these things are really huge. And that's a little bit about me right now. A huge part of me that I had to build up as I was going through is my confidence. That was a key part. And most people think that my confidence is natural, which it is now, but at a certain point in life, there were many challenges I had to go through. Because I overcame those challenges, everyone thinks this identity is natural. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. My superpowers. Okay, my superpowers I feel are adaptation, improvisation, and doing the hard work in high stake environments. It wasn't always natural. Again, I had to work on these things. But yes, this is me right now. A weakness that I see in myself is that sometimes I believe that I'm not enough. I think creating content and just producing what I can is a subtle reminder to myself of my growth. I feel this entire journey can help me remind myself how much I've grown, because I used to be completely different back in the day. But my weakness is still thinking that sometimes I'm just not enough. And I feel that a lot of you guys also struggle with the same thing. My allies in this journey. Okay. That's a good question. You see, this journey is not just going to be like a solo me. This journey will have characters popping up. You're going to have different people coming in different times of my life. As I said, every year will be a season, and every season will have episodes. In terms of allies, I have 2 people, and we 3 together are called the Big 3. Tay, Sahij, and Abhi. That's me. Now, these 2, they've been in high school together with me, and if you really want to go check out their perspective of their journey before we reunite, you can definitely go check out them on Insta. A link will be either posted down below, or you could just see my following on Insta. Yeah. My biggest enemy? That's a good question. My biggest enemy? Okay, I feel my biggest enemy right now is my own mind. Because sometimes we're our biggest, weakest link. Sometimes you are your biggest weakness. Sometimes you are your own kryptonite. And in that sense, I feel my mindset, my own brain is my biggest weakness, because only my own thoughts can hold me back in the long run. Mentors. Okay, my mentors in life. I've had a lot of mentors for different things. I always love learning, so I've had mentors for different things. Like, I have this one friend, and he's taught me Filipino. So for learning Filipino, that guy's my mentor. Whereas ever since I was born, my first ever mentor was my dad. My dad has been a big part in the person I am today. So he is definitely an overall big mentor, role model in my life. Another mentor, definitely your teachers. In uni, we have lecturers, and some of them, they have some crazy ball knowledge. Last but not least, my rivals. In terms of rivals, there's no one on my level. The closest thing to a rival right now is probably my friends in terms of uni. I gotta get better grades than them. So yeah, my friends are my rivals in a very, very competitive way. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, YouTube will be more of my long form sort of serious talk type of videos. I hope they're funny as well, but I feel they're gonna be more educational, like what I've learned, or like things I want to talk about and actually address different issues. Whereas Instagram and TikTok will be more short form. TikTok, definitely more on the goofy side. If you're more of the doom scroller on TikTok, I think TikTok's better for you if you want to see my content. Whereas if you think, yeah, I still want some value from this content, but I don't really watch YouTube, Insta is the way. And if you really are interested in what I have to give and what I have to teach you from my learnings, come check me out on YouTube. Some big announcements. This is only exclusive to this video, so if you're watching this, you're part of this big surprise. See, I've been hiding something for the past couple months, and firstly, I have become the official social media student content creator for my university. And secondly, I have become the Indian Student Association content creation executive at my uni. So if you guys know which uni I go to, you'll probably find me somewhere there. Little bit of happy news to you guys to start off the journey. I want to see you guys grow with me. I want you guys to see me grow. Like, imagine me when I'm like 26 at the end of these 8 years. And then I finally look back at me talking right now, and it's just me sitting in this crusty old room, just reminiscing about how I'm gonna achieve my goals. It's kind of stupid right now, but all right, before we leave off, here is your actionable step. If you are a true follower, actually, you know what? I don't even want proof of you following me, but an actionable step, this is more like a secret code, okay? At the end of every video, I just want you guys commenting this. Doesn't matter if it's TikTok, Insta, or YouTube. That's the least you can do. Other than that, please do like and subscribe so I can get more famous. And, you know, hopefully I could give better content and make more money. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for joining us. Sweet.